Here at home now, where the government says it will review its military relocation program, but in the meantime is criticizing a retired general for having used it. Andrew Leslie's moving expenses are being called grossly excessive by the defense minister. They were paid under a long-standing program. In fact, one that was flagged to the government as potentially problematic by the Auditor General years ago. Margot McDermott has more.
It's a nice house in a fancy neighborhood. And now it's forcing the Liberals to defend their newest military advisor, retired General Andrew Leslie.
This is definitely a conservative smear.
2 years ago, Leslie retired after 35 years of service. He sold this house in Ottawa's expensive Rockcliffe neighborhood and moved a few blocks away to this one. The military paid the bill as part of his final relocation benefit. Access to information documents show the total cost was $72,000. Leslie says that includes land transfer tax and legal costs. The Conservatives kept up their attack today.
This is a flagrant abuse of the policy, and if Mr. Leslie was really concerned about the taxpayer and about his own integrity, I'd expect that he'd want to pay some of these dollars back.
The relocation program is available to all retiring military and RCMP employees with at least 20 years service. Back in 2006, the Auditor General flagged costs related to the program and recommended changes. This retired colonel says the Conservatives' attack is politically motivated.
So it's not because it was Andy Leslie and a general and a famous general that he got better treatment. You know, he got what he was entitled to in accordance with the program that's approved by the Treasury Board.
Andrew Leslie stands by his statement yesterday that he did nothing wrong, and in fact new documents show that other generals have received similar benefits. 13 other generals were moved within the same city. 8 others moved less than 100 kilometers away. Total cost, nearly $600,000. Nonetheless, the former Veterans Ombudsman thinks Leslie should have passed on his benefits in light of what other military families go through.
This, to me, is indicative of how well the senior ranks are looking after their benefits. But once again, we have soldiers not only killing themselves, but going bankrupt at the behest of the Crown. So I find it hugely distasteful.
The government says it's reviewing Andrew Leslie's expenses and will take a closer look at the entire program to see if there should be a cap or a change in the way it moves retiring officers. Margot McDermott, CBC News, Ottawa.
The same records that document Leslie's move show the Defense Department also paid to relocate a disgraced general. Dan Menard was dismissed as combat commander in Afghanistan after he was charged with having sex with a subordinate. He left the military before he was convicted of fraternizing while deployed. But the Defense Department still paid his nearly $40,000 move from Montreal to the United Arab Emirates.